you, George, for your presence, and thank you, Oxerra, for your confidence in Andece to present your portfolio of products. Basically, your pigments to give to the precast concrete market in Spain.
Thank you for the invitation. It's a great chance of presenting our color pigments to you as an important association in Europe. And we, as a color producer, are glad to be here. I'm the technical support of the sales team of Oxerra, and I'm since 1995 in this business, starting in the lab. After 17 years of sales covering half of Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, I had the chance of switching to the application lab, heading the application team, which is supporting the customer base throughout Europe and all the sales managers in Europe for Oxerra, and is also responsible for a certain part of product development for construction pigments.
The first questions I have is, what is a granule?
Thanks for that. A granule is a high-performance qualified spray-dried pigment preparation, and the idea of a granule is to transform a powder pigment as a raw material and convert it in a liquid slurry pigment preparation, and then spray dry this to receive a free-flowing dry pigment which can be easily dosed. So this is one advantage and one important advantage of a granule compared to liquids and compared to powders. It's easy to disperse and it's easy to be manufactured at a targeted color tone.
So the following questions will be, what are the benefits of granules in comparison with other products?
Look, if you are using powder pigments, you have the difficulty that powders are not easy to mix, means easy to blend to a desired color tone. So this was one reason why liquid slurry pigment preparations had been developed. So in a liquid, you can easily mix two shades of colors. For example, yellow, which is with a slight adding of red, is a Mediterranean color. So this can be easily, precisely done in liquid preparation, but liquids have difficulties. Liquids can settle. They are not easy to store over a long period of time. And in the end of the 90s, granules had been invented. Granules are spray-dried liquids, so you can convert a liquid to a dry liquid preparation, which has no difficulty in settling. So a granule is an intelligent combination which combines all advantages of a dry powder. There are certainly advantages of powder. Some customers are still using powder with the advantages of a liquid color. So, and these are combined in one pigment, and you avoid, with using a granule, many disadvantages of either powders and liquids in respect to several aspects. For example, when you produce a powder, you are relatively limited in color tones which are available, because to blend a powder to a desired color is very difficult. So in liquid, it's very difficult to have a long storable product, because you have to use bioactive components to reduce contamination. So liquids are not stable. They are settling as well. So these are aspects which affect the production of a pigment. If you produce a liquid preparation, you can easily develop the color which is often hidden in a powder pigment. You can easily disperse the pigment and develop the performance, and then you can practically convert this performance of a liquid and stabilizes in a granule. Then you have lots of logistic advantages if you use a granule. If you use a liquid, you transport water, for example. But you have also logistics disadvantages in your production side. You have the storage of the cubic containers, for example. So if you use granules and powders, you have big bags which you use. But one very important advantage of a granule is the easy chance of make an accuracy in dosing. Powder pigments are lumpy. So automatic dosing system means accuracy for the customer, means a stable target color, and the granular is free-flowing and is produced to work very well and efficient with the dosing installation. So we have complementary dosing installations with accuracy plus minus 1 gram of pigmented doses, pigment into the mixer. This means you can produce really easily in an automatic way high performance products. Then for the producer on the production side in his own application, there are also technology limitations of powders and also of granules. For example, if you use a powder, you have to use more shear energy, more mixing time to easily disperse the color, because it's very difficult to homogeneously mix a powder into a concrete mix. With a liquid, for example, if you have a dry aggregates with porous dry aggregates, the liquid can penetrate the aggregates and the color is hidden. This is also one disadvantage of a liquid. This won't happen with a granule. If you have raw materials with fluctuant humidity, for example, you have difficulties of balancing and stabilizing the water cement ratio, because the humidity comes in fluctuations with the aggregate. A granule and a powder pigment is dry, which is also an advantage. And the most important advantage is the wide range of colors you can achieve. We here produce, for example, very big batches of a homogeneous color, large quantities of each batch. This is reducing laboratory costs on the production side, which is beneficial for the customer because we all share the costs of production. We produce large batches, and the advantage is that this is a real homogeneous delivery, not individual batches with fluctuating results, but a stable color tone at a precise color tone, which is produced according to a reference standard which we store in our lab. Means for each color we supply, we have the reference, and every production is adjusted to the specific retained color tone as a standard. So we deliver high quality pigments on the spot.
Regarding the aesthetics, is there any special development in colors in the granules in the recent years?
Yeah, this is a very good question. We have a very interesting color development. This is in the area of white. White pigments are predominantly titanium dioxide. This is the most reflecting mineral pigment which you can use in rutile form for whitening concrete products. But if you want to get a product whiter than white, you have to eliminate yellowish impurities. And we have developed a new product which is called Polar, which has implemented a slight bluish color adding. And it's the same like washing. If you wash white shirts, normally the industry is adding photoactive material which is reflecting blue light, and a certain share of blue light is killing the yellowish stain of the white fabric. You see this if you go in a discotheque. You see the black light is bringing all the white shirts to lighten up in a very prominent way. So we did the same, and we, with our new product Granifin Polar, we are capable of to receive a result which is whiter than white normally. So we are capable of boosting the effect of a traditional titanium dioxide granule with Polar. This is one of our very important developments, and due to the actual tax situation, the European Commission has decided to tax Chinese titanium dioxide, which has a tremendous influence on the titanium dioxide raw material situation. So, but the tax limitation is dependent on the percentage of titanium dioxide used. And this has an impact on the raw material prices. And so we have deep dived into alternate raw materials with a certain performance in also whitening concrete. And we have developed a new product which is called Arctic, which is a combination consisting of a backbone of titanium dioxide with white mineral pigments in combination, which gives us a very beneficial price-value relationship to traditional titanium dioxide pigments, which means this pigment is named Granifin Arctic, and we are capable of supplying a new white pigment at a reasonable price with a good performance.
Thank you, George, for your speech. We are very happy to have Oxerra as a member, and very well-known company worldwide. You can provide us a very interesting product, the pigments, to get the precast concrete products as aesthetics as possible. So thank you again.
Yeah, I thank you for the chance, and as any customer can contact us, and we try to support the Spanish customer base, and we like to color the world. Thank you.